temple, which, no joke, is definitely the most difficult dungeon in this entire game, and I would probably say possibly in all of Zelda games. There are 3 different levels of water, and you have to be very careful how you progress through it. And I'll try to get all of the keys. I've done this obviously several times, but inevitably I will get to a point where I'll be like, oh no, I missed one. And as I briefly area. Also in the 3DS remake, they have greatly simplified this game and kind of even redesigned this visually to show you where the water levels are, where the switches are to change the water levels. And I'm like, to me it's like you can't baby somebody too much, you know? But that's kind of Nintendo sometimes in the modern era. We'll actually explore this dual torch area first, trigger this scene, and then we can explore this without water. Look who it is! Oh, you, if I'm right, Bjorn? You're Bjorn, aren't you? It's me, your fiancée, Ruto, Princess of the Zoras. I never forgot the vows we made to each other 7 years ago. You're a terrible man to have kept me waiting for these 7 long years, but now is not the time to talk about love. I'm sure you've already seen it, Zora's domain, totally frozen. A young man named Sheik saved me from under the ice, but my father and the other Zoras have not. Yet. I want to save them all. I want to save Zora's domain. You have to help me. This is a request from me, the woman who is going to be your wife. Bjorn, you have to help me destroy the evil monster in the temple, okay? Inside the water temple, there are 3 places where you can change the water level. I'll lead the way. Follow me, quickly! So we have to, if we want to completely drain the water, remember this, we must use the iron boots all the way down to the bottom, go into the double torch room, and then ascend here. Those who wish to open the path sleeping at the bottom of the lake must play the song passed down by the royal family. So we have a couple options here. We can go through this door or we can drop back down there. This dungeon is very tricky. Good enough to light these 2 fast enough and not use any magic. Yep. Hopefully we can do this in a single setting. This is I love the water shimmery effect on this. level. So the first time we go through this cycle, we'll actually raise the water when we can. Now, notice you see something there when this little cube thing does indeed float. I swear in the 3DS version they make that way more obvious, because yes, there is some hidden stuff down there. Right on the spikes, huh? Dope. There's a little trapdoor above there that drops a whole bunch of enemies and stuff down. And then did you see that? It can be a little bit disorienting when the camera whipped back around, but there above here is nothing, just that where the enemies came out. The other light hole, so here is one hard-fought key. Of item, we have to go out this door, in which I believe we're locked out. Depending on the timer here, let me get lined up. Of course, the camera, I'm not lined up anymore. Alright, there we go. So ridiculous. That was not fair. This makes our life easier because now at least we can see where in the world the treasure chests are hidden. Might be too late. That's okay. Here's how we make the water level at its very highest. But before we do that, so this is where we followed Princess Ruto up to the very top where we could lower, completely empty the water. But why look, there's something halfway up. So now I will raise all of the water completely and then see all three levels, what I can explore, how things are different with the current water level as it is now. And one thing that might be corrupting my memory is I swear there was something really tricky we had to do in here with, or in the Master's Quest, excuse me. Right, so we could hook shot up to... There is a switch in its mouth, for God's sake. How could A, I forget that, and B, how did I not see that? I was in here twice too, wasn't I? That's an embarrassing failure right there. But you know what? Real men do not make excuses for their shortcomings. So that was just an absolute failure on my part there. Hey, hey, hey. Plus 2 is actually one of my favorite, because I'm not a huge fan of the actual boss of this temple dungeon, but the mid-boss fight is like probably my favorite in the game. In fact, it might be my favorite boss period in the entire game. So some part of me wishes, like, should I copy my save file so that I can have a save file right here to be able to play this at any time? But at the same time, even if I did that, if I ever got the inkling to play this mid-boss fight again, I would really want to play the whole game again. And so therefore I would play the whole game again and get to this point and then be like, oh, should I make another copy? It's like, you just have to enjoy it when you enjoy it. I think this spot actually also has some interesting Master Quest puzzly goodness. This room, I mean. Because, like, as you can see, all you have to do on the normal quest is hit that, they all raise, you have to hit it again, so this lowers so you can get over it, because it is not possible for you to hit that in any way if it's raised and you're on that side of the statue, and then voila, hit it a third time, raise back up, and then I'll leave it to the viewer. Then how do you suppose get out of this room? Because I cannot jump up and there is no hook shot thing. Well, we lower it, jump on top of the statue head, and then hit it again. And then it raises us up. Alright. Y'all ready for this? We enter this beautiful Zen paradise. Wow. Who designed this? And now, since I've played this game way back in the day, another cool thing about this is that this reminds me heavily of the Porcelain Forest from Etrian Odyssey 3. Google that if you'd like. In fact, I have no idea if I would ever actually stream Etrian Odyssey games, because those are kind of just like the most beautiful, peaceful, relaxing, but zero entertainment value RPGs out there. I don't know. But why, look, this store is locked too. So what in the world could we possibly do in this big open, like, Porcelain Forest area? Well, as soon as you run around enough, you might notice this center area. And I'm sure the speedrunners know all of the in-game mechanics. I think it's just go forward to the other non-water spot, come back here, and you can actually see there's a shadow. And actually, the origin of Shadow Link is Zelda 2, which is even cooler. Dark Bjorn, conquer yourself. Hit me! Stop trying to hit me and hit me! We might actually see our first game over and have to continue at this point, but that's okay. Oh, nice, we caused some damage there. Ha! Eat that! I wonder if I could actually run out of magic. Let's try this. I've never used Din's Fire to defeat Dark Link, though. Oh, see, he was too far away. That didn't even... Okay, I hit him at least once there. Whoa, 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 what was that? I wasn't locked onto him, but it, like, he got stunned. Ah. Well, that's almost like makes the... I don't know. It's kind of a cheap strat, though. And before I run out of DQ seeds... Because he can't jump on the hammer. He only can jump on the sword. Yeah, it backs away. And I love that deep scream. Well, don't need any rupees now. And then watch this most amazing effect ever. Everything fades. I think have mid-water coverage. So the long shot is the exact same as the hook shot, except as you can see, it and we're doing pretty decent on time so far. Ha! You only thought it was a dead end. Alright, so the strat here is Bjorn, be careful, don't get swallowed by the vortexes. Which I believe, maybe it's just a mathematical thing, but the plural of vortex in mathematics is vortices, not vortexes. Cha-ching! Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. That's why you need these steel boots. Just do this the safe and easy way. Whoa! Come on, man. So you don't physically have enough time to make that, you have to hookshot your way through here. So now this is, I think, our final small key of the dungeon. Why, look at where we are. Recognize this place? Now see, with the long shot, we can reach this way over there, which is why we had to go do that other place first, which that Song of Time block might be missable, and so you'd get all the way back here and see, I need another key! So yeah, like I said, this temple is devious. I love it. Even though, of course we can't make this. We need to push a giant block on top of it. But yeah, Crashmo, that was an interesting exercise in a year or two. And then when I finally came back and finished off the last ones, what I did on them is I'd get out my little graph paper and I would write the sizes of all of the various objects and reverse engineer. It's like, alright, if I have to get this guy at the top, it would be absolutely necessary, like this has to be on there or this can't be. Pushmo World was for Wii U. I thought I beat all of the puzzles, but I can't remember. Alright, this brings us back to this area here, so we have to be careful. You have a limited amount of time. You do not have enough time to swim, so you have to long shot this. That's the only way in. So I got all the way here, right? And remember that block I moved at the very beginning? It was not in position. So I'm like, oh crap! So my perfect run, I had to go back and move this block out of, like, into this spot, because remember it's initially right there. So first I had to then grab it, block myself out by here, and then go all the way back around so I could push it that way. But I mean, it's less of a it's not as big of a diversion as you might think, but still, it really irked me that I missed that perfect run there, so to speak. So I'm not even joking. I would grab this, save, reset my N64, get this reloaded at the very beginning. 2 fairies. Alright, now, since we are almost at the end of this, though, you might notice that, like, see, like, by the time you get in a rhythm with this, it's okay that I have to open the menu every stinking time. Ouch. Every stinking time to either put on my boots or take off my boots, or put on my boots or take off my boots. It's just part of the game. Warning, so that you can, well, I'll show you once I beat it. Less talky, more actiony. I need to go when it's... oh, that'll work, I guess. Or will it? Oh, yeah, baby. Bjorn, look out! That isn't normal water. Navi. Less this. And more this. Giant aquatic amoeba, Morpha. Did you see that? Like, in the cinematic, it popped out and, like, attacked me? Ow. I had to get hit at least once so you could see what happens. So once it misses you, though, you can then... come here, missile one. Oh, I only got one hit on that little thing. Huh. Alright. So you kind of get here, wait for its little water tentacle to come up, and then you, like, walk so that it can't hit you, and then you can... there we go. Get it cornered on the land. Well, that was a pitiful display of bad skill. Oh, it was sneaky. Had two. It didn't compute that I was in water there. That was interesting. Alright, little amoeba, let's go. All amoeba sizes are okay. But don't get mad if you don't get any attention. Oh, snap. That was awesome. I actually died whilst being computed in water, so I actually got the drowning animation there. That was interesting. However, one of the words that was disallowed in her class was the word stupid. And so that was a tough one for me, because like even like, you know, if I don't swear, like, or don't use the other derogatory S words that she banned, it's like, no problem. But like, stupid is such a part of my vocabulary, like even in a self-deprecating way, like that just what made that memory pop into my mind, because it's like, I'm being stupid. And so it's like, I'm pretty sure both me and my sister said the word stupid many times, but in a context where we weren't trying to bully or anything, and it's just like being good star students, also I might add, it's like, she'd be like, we're like, oh, that's right, I can't say stupid. Oops, I just said it again. Okay, who's the Sage of Water? Quick, hold pause until you have a guess. It is Princess Ruto, my fiancé. I guess we're just gonna have an interspecies marriage there. Bjorn, I would have expected no less from the man I chose to be my husband. Zora's domain and its people will eventually return to their original state. As a reward, I grant my eternal love to you. Well, that's what I want to say, but I don't think I can offer that now. I have to guard the water temple as the Sage of Water. And you're searching for the Princess Zelda? Ha, you can't hide anything from me. Let me guess, because you're my fiancé? Princess Zelda, she's alive. I can sense it, so don't be discouraged. I can tell that nothing will stop you in your quest for justice and peace. You must take this medallion. Take it respectfully. Plus, remember way back when we first pulled the sword out of the stone by King Arthur, in this game, Sheik told us basically, if you see Sheik, please give him my thanks, okay?